Welcome back to my KEEPUP channel. Two men whose remains were found in a suitcase on Clifton Suspension Bridge belonged to French national, 62, and his British ex, 71, as man, 34, who had been staying with them is charged with murder. The two men whose remains were found in Bristol and London last week belonged to a French national and his British ex-partner, police have revealed, as a 34-year-old man who had been staying with them is charged with murder. Yastin Andres Mosquera, 34, was charged with the murder of two men, named by the Met Police as 62-year-old Albert Alfonso and 71-year-old Paul Longworth. Detectives made the grisly discovery on Wednesday after two suitcases were allegedly dumped on Clifton Suspension Bridge in Bristol, before further remains were found at the victim's flat in Scots Road, West London, on Friday. The two men had previously been in a relationship and still lived together at the flat in Shepherd's Bush. They were known to the suspect, who had been staying with them for a short period of time, police said. Mr. Longworth was British and Mr. Alfonso was originally from France but had obtained British citizenship. Police said that they do not believe there was a homophobic motive from the evidence gathered so far, but they have initially categorized the incident as a hate crime under national guidelines. Avon and Somerset police officers were first alerted to a man acting suspiciously on Clifton Suspension Bridge on Wednesday night. They swooped on the scene within 10 minutes, where they found two suitcases dumped with human remains. The suspect, who had traveled there by taxi, had already fled the scene. Further remains were found at the West London address on Friday. Mosquera, of Scots Road, West London, was arrested by armed police at Bristol Temple Mead Station in the early hours of Saturday. He will appear at Wimbledon Magistrates Court later today. A 36-year-old man was arrested in Greenwich, southeast London, on Friday but was released without charge. Deputy Assistant Commissioner Andy Valentine said, "My thoughts are first and foremost with Albert and Paul's loved ones who are coming to terms with this terrible news. While we do not believe either of them had any close family, we have identified other next of kin who have been informed and are being supported by specialist officers. We are continuing to try and identify any extended family members. I know that this awful incident will cause concern not just among residents in Shepherd's Bush but in the wider LGBTQ+ community across London. I hope it will be of some reassurance that whilst inquiries are still ongoing and the investigation is at a relatively early stage, we are not currently looking for anyone else in connection with the two murders." Officers have worked with the Pan-London LGBTQ+ Independent Advisory Group, IAG, since the identity of the two victims and their sexuality was established. Their advice, expertise, and support for the investigation has been extremely valuable. We will continue to work with them, and with other partners including local IAGs, as the investigation and the policing response continues. Source: dailymail.co.uk. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.